Hello and welcome to another edition of The Cutting Edge. My name is Andrew McGee. I'll be your instructor showing you some Krav Maga, and we're actually going to show you some different techniques from the ground, okay? Now, this is a little bit different because a lot of times people are thinking some new jiu-jitsu and just throwing those from the ground. But we're actually going to show you some kicks from the ground, and we're going to show you how to actually first work the separate different kicks, and then we're going to show you like a little scene on how they would look in real life and the situations that they actually go into. So, with that being said, Joanna is my assistant, and also Tony will be helping me out today. Now, first thing we're going to do is we are going to walk through the front kick from the ground. So the front kick from the ground is a basic kick to push something away or push someone away, and that's what you're basically doing with the front kick. It can be applied to multiple different scenarios, but right now we're just going to teach you how the front kick from the ground works. Now you want to make sure when you're laying on your back, you want to keep your hands up because you're protecting your face at all times, okay? You want to lift up so that your shoulders and head and neck are off the ground. So now that you've done that, depending on which one's your strongest leg, you can keep that as a stabilizing leg on the ground. Like if you're right-handed, you can keep the right leg on the ground and kick with the left, or vice versa, okay? Now when you kick, you want to make sure you lift up. So go ahead and kick and make sure the ball of the foot is facing direction. Toes will be facing the ceiling. Now when she extends, then she's going to bring her back up as she extends. Boom, okay? Go ahead and do it down. Now, what's going to happen? Tony's going to go ahead and grab me a shield. This time, I'm going to take the shield and I'm going to put it to the side. So now she's going to go ahead and kick. Good. 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 Now, let's try that again. This time, you can also get used to someone moving towards you at each time. So when somebody moves back or forth, you can start to slowly integrate that. So she brings her leg up first and waits. So when I come in, she kicks. And she waits, and when I come in, good. This is basically teaching when somebody actually tries to rush you, you get that kick. Boom. Boom. Good. Boom. And then you actually have that strike from there, okay? Now, a lot of people say, well, what happens if the person jumps over? Basically, for me to go up, she can just extend this foot to catch me, okay? So now, we're going to show another little movement while you're there, okay? You drop down, boom. Okay, so if she's here and you lock in position, you can also use your foot to guide yourself in direction somebody's going. So Tony's gonna be in front of me. If he starts to move, he starts to move side to side. So now all I did was just switch my legs. So if he goes this way, I switch. And if he goes the other way, I can switch. Now, one of the things is if you're trying to take out the person's knee, instead of pointing the foot up to the ceiling, you want to put it a little bit to the side. So what happens is, if I move, I want to make sure my foot goes to the side, so that way I get a broader, longer range to pop his kneecap. So when he comes in, boom, I catch him right there. It means I have that push. Okay? Being here, you might slip off, you might not. So if you're trying to get the knee or the ankle, you want to make sure you turn it to the side instead of just to front. Now, if he's coming towards you, that's where you have to hit here, or groin shot right there. Okay? Because your foot is up, you can actually hit better there. Okay? So again, these hands are up to protect yourself at any and all times. Okay? And what happens is if he starts to try, he does come in too close, this foot can go here, so you also have a strike or to stop the hit and keep him back. Okay? The other thing is, what happens if he grabs the foot, right? So he grabs it. There's a circle and there's a kick. Same thing. Circle, kick, change. Circle, kick, change, change. Okay? Doesn't matter which one he grabs, I'm just making a circle. Because the moment I make the circle, he grabs it, I'm fighting the wrist. Little thumbs instead of the whole hand. Okay, grab, pull. So if he starts pulling, that one can go there. Then I can come back. So I still have control either way with the front kick. Grab, rotate, boom. Then rotate, switch, boom, good. Rotate, switch, yes. Rotate, switch. So you can do a drill. So as you can see, he's starting to grab a little tight. So she's learning how to change it. Good. Yes, now before he even starts grabbing and before he actually gets control of it, she goes ahead and kicks because she doesn't have to wait till he gets his hands firmly locked on. All she has to know is that he's attempting to grab and she takes the kick. We've just taken that and went to another level with it. Well, what happens if a person grabs? You still can rotate out. You can do these practice drills to then show that you can go ahead and kick the knees, groin shot, or if they bend over, you have the chin. The side kick is another kick that can be utilized also. Side kick from the ground is very useful because now you can use that. So side kick works almost the same way. You're gonna drop down on your back, drop down. This time you're gonna take your whole body and you're gonna move to a certain direction. So if I want to take it to the side, okay, my left side's down, right side's up, and keep the hands up. Again, make sure the foot is pointed, and then you can push towards wherever, but you're gonna use the hip to push off with. Making sure that your arm is not in close like this or out far, because then you won't have any stability. So you wanna make sure you get that 45-degree angle here, where you're going across. Now, this hand is to protect the face, and then you can launch upwards to push off with. So you still have that shot, okay? You can still rotate from the front and to the side. Gonna have Joanna go ahead and drop down, front and side. Boom. Rotate over. Good. Now, we take the shield, take it slow. Boom. Good. Take it in, boom. Good. Good. So now she can go there, kick.
Yeah.
Good. 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 Turn. Yes. If you notice, you see that his body is actually buckling because of that hit. Okay? So when we go slow motion, you see a kick coming out. Boom. You see the push? It's also now putting pressure because you're buckling back and that knee is actually popping back when that happens. Good. 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 Okay. Good job. Now, you've noticed that this is a good way of practice. You can use that shield to come back and forth and then use that to actually use for distance. So if I want to close the distance or take away from distance, you can then start to work that in. Okay? Now, the last one, we have a few more, but we're going to kind of show you, we already showed you front, we showed you side. We're going to go with the round kick from the ground, okay? This is a favorite for some people. Round kick from the ground can be used all kinds of different ways. It's a very powerful kick, but it's not as versatile as the side kick from the ground, but it does give you a lot more power from the ground, okay? So when I drop down or get knocked down, I can actually go ahead and put both hands to the side. Notice that I'm protecting, that arm is still protecting my face. And it's almost like the side kick where you drop into your side, okay? But this time the other hand plants, and then when that hand plants, my right hand plants, my right leg is gonna go ahead and take the kick. So basically from here, I'm coming to the side and I can smash, okay? I can also smash, okay? So you get a lot of power from that, okay? Because now your leg is coming whipping around from back here to actually coming to the front, okay? Boom, okay? Boom. So hitting different spots can also be done too. Okay? You can actually change up and throw a hook in there. Again, we went from side, same thing. We're going over. So again, your body also gets momentum when it starts to move over, and that gives you more power when you're going here. Good. See? So the advancing front kick is kind of like you're doing a tabletop. So you can come like you're doing a push-up position, come up, put the hands down, and then throw your kick.
Oh my God.
Yes. Good. Do it again. Good. One more time. This way, the advance comes because she's pushing her body to the front and driving the leg forward. Hands will go flat on the ground. If you want to make sure, grab a shield. We'll do it again, okay? Good. You notice now the power, because you actually get power kicking in. Good. Good. And that was it. Good job. Good job. So now you've noticed that what we did was we did front kick from the ground, we did side kick from the ground, we did a round kick from the ground, and we also did advancing front kick from the ground. These are all good kicks from the ground. And then we're going to go ahead and show you now the next thing we're going to step over. So give us a second, we'll be right back, and we're going to show a little scenario that actually encompasses those kicks from the ground. Okay, and welcome. We're back again. So what we're going to do is now, this is kind of a scenario based, and what's going to happen is this is more of somebody shoving you. So what's going to ensue is that I do the push, she goes and drops down, she's going to go ahead and throw the kick. That way she's prepared for when somebody actually shoves. This could be an altercation, this could be people talking, doesn't matter which one. It also flows into, if you remember before when we were actually doing pushes, this is also another process of that one. Is because we were doing pushes and chokes in the other episodes, now you're going to see that she actually gets pushed to the ground this time. So we're talking, something ensued, blah, blah, blah. Bam, you got the push. I come forward, boom, the kick comes right there. Okay? Now, one of the good parts about hiking is she can kick as hard as she wants to without having to hold back. So you get used to kicking as hard, and it doesn't hurt me, but she also can use the force she needs to throw the kick. So again, what we did was the push and her fall. So she's breaking her fall, throwing the arms out, protecting herself, keeping the chin to the chest, and that way her head, the back of her head doesn't bounce off the ground. Okay? Boom. And then she comes up, momentum, kick. There you go. Good. Kick. Now when she turns to the side, remember we said turn the foot to the side, so now she has that kick. So if I'm coming in forward, boom, I got that buckle right there. Okay? So you still always have that, so you can always come forward, and she has that buckle right there to pop that knee coming in. Okay? Notice, again, I can't hit her from here because I have the range. So people are like, well, what if the person punches? Well, this is the point. The leg is longer. I won't be able to reach anywhere near her when she throws off that kick from the first thing. So coming in, it's going to come right there and buckle it. So basically what we did was we showed how to do the front kick right there from the ground. We're going to go ahead and show a little bit of side kick. So again, we're going to go from the push, boom, she goes over to the side, rolls, now she's turning, boom, right there, side kick to leg. So if I try to step to the side, she can use that side kick as I step to the side. Boom. Okay. Boom. Good. Okay. So front kick works. Boom. Then I come over. Side kick works. Okay. So by doing this, now she can just go from front to side in an easy flow and actually take out my knee, which will buckle me and drop me anyway. So now what happens is, this time, I'm a little closer. So Tony's up, he's got his leg up in fighting position. I'm basically here. So now when he kicks, that kick hard. Oh. So now he gets that kick here, and he can go ahead and move away. Because, boom, he can start moving away from me. There you go. Okay, so now you see that you can also do a kick from the ground and you can get back up. So I'd like to take this time to say thank you. And if you have any questions, comments, go ahead and drop them down in the comment section right below. You see that one? Okay. Also, if there's an idea you might have, hey, I want to see this, or I want to see outside and want to see, whatever. Just tell us, and we will go ahead and work that out for you. Okay. Now again, Krav Maga is a martial arts system. It's not style, because it encompasses different forms of martial arts put together in a cohesive, organized manner, and which is easy to learn. It's been proven since World War II. So with that being said, I want to say thank you to John and Tony for actually helping out with this edition of The Cutting Edge. And stay tuned, because we're going to go ahead and do the Superman punch, which is one that George St. Pierre actually does and has it in the ring. So it's a functional, realistic one compared to the other version. Okay, so we're going to do the real version. It's been done in the ring, has accomplished its effect, and we're going to go ahead and take you through that one. So check out the next episode and you will see that. So, yeah, thank you. Have a nice day.